The whole world of Maya is enfolded by the Devi. There isn't a place, there isn't a corner, there isn't a particle that's not sustained by Devi's presence. Higher blessings, you begin to develop divine virtues. Those virtues will stay with you even when you die. But all your money and attainments, they don't. As you spiritually bring about Shubhavasana, purified feeling, the joy you begin to experience is coming from the divine source, the mother, the Atma, the self. The Saraswati means your life is joyous when it is Saras. If you develop an internal sense of closeness to God and love of God and faith in God, then you don't pass your days in absolute agony and despair, but pass your days Saras. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namah. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namah. Om Sarmangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sarmangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Ghanta Shula Halani Shankha Musale Chakram Dhanuha Sayakam Hastabjairadatim Ghananta Vilasat Shitanshu Prabham Gauri Deha Samudbhavam Trijagatam Adhara Bhutam Maha Purva Matra Saraswatim Anubhaje Shumbhadi Daityardinim. This is the 5th chapter of Devi Mahatmya. I meditate upon Maha Saraswati Devi. Saraswati Devi is worshipped in general, holding veena in her hands, and a swan will be there in front of her, or she may even ride it. That's Sri Saraswati. But in this context, this is Maha Saraswati. So all deities, Lakshmi is also just shown as seated on a lotus, holding flowers and showering blessings. But Mahalakshmi, you'll be surprised, it's totally different. There's so many, riding on a lion and all those. All these allegorical. When Maha is added, is a Devi now playing the role for leading the soul to transcendental dimension, soul to liberation. So when Devi's movement becomes involved in leading the soul to liberation, 3 stages. First, the Devi Durga brings about destruction of Madhu and Kaitava, representing Raga, Dvesha, mind that is constantly moving towards what is liked, what is not liked, and doesn't stay in between. In between it becomes boring. Nothing to like, nothing to dislike. What a life. But it is that type of attitude is not a healthy attitude. From a spiritual point of view, it's a disease, bhava vyadhi. Cure is Shama. And that cure is brought about by Durga Devi. So the whole story was lined up for awakening Kriya Shakti, the dynamic energy that is potent in every individual. In Kundalini Yoga, described as energy as Manipur Chakra. And Kundalini pierces the chakra, and the Kriya Shakti begins to become vibrant. So, that was the role of Durga Devi, Mahadurga. You call him just Durga, but it refers to Maha. Simple Durga will remove obstacles from your path. But Mahadurga removes Raga Dvesha and paves the way to higher level. Manonash, now the next stage, Vasana Akshaya. Impure vasanas create in your mind, leave your mind in a very distracted way. You never know what your purpose is. And now and then you get into a bigger trouble, developing a narrow-minded attitude. This is my purpose. And it's represented by buffalo-headed. The Mahisha is buffalo. That mental distraction is represented by buffalo. And Devi destroys that Mahishasura. And that will imply you begin to receive the blessings of Lakshmi in a profound way. Normal blessings, you get rich and satisfied in the world. Higher blessings, you begin to develop divine virtues. Those virtues, they become your bone. I'm speaking allegorical language, don't go after bones. Those virtues stay with you even when you die. You leave the whole body, but the virtue goes on. But all your money and attainments, they don't. So, Lakshmi Devi is giver of that type of prosperity. Presently, now, after the role of Lakshmi that has corrected the obstruction that comes in your vasana level, has promoted bhava shuddhi, bhavana shuddhi, purification of your feeling. Now, your movement comes to an advanced state, it is the highest state. Movement towards Tattva Gyan, removal of ignorance, avidya. The three levels are called Mala, Vikshepa, Avarana. Mala destroyed by Durga Devi. Vikshepa by Mahalakshmi Devi. Avarana, the veil of ignorance. The veil of ignorance has only two fingers. And they are Madhu, rather Shumbha and Nishumbha. Ahamata and Mamata. Ahamata, this is me. Mamata, this is mine. They are twins. Sometimes your ahamata is helped and nourished by mamata. And sometimes your ahamata nourishes mamata. These two are supplementary and complementary to each other. But again, for evaluation point of view, ahamata is a few hours older. So ahamata plays the leading role. This demon, Ahamata, is known as Shumbha. His brother is known as Nishumbha. People don't go to understand the meaning behind the names. Remember, Lord Shiva is called Shambhu. Sham, Kalyan, absolute good. Bhu, shines. That's the name of God. But Ahamata enters in a person. That Ahamata does not allow you to realize that in reality all that you have and all that expresses through you is the illumination of God. Not ego. Ego has no substance anywhere. So, but ego creates an illusion, takes the soul away from Shambhu. So that which turns you away from God. So therefore the name is Shumbha. Instead of Shambhu, Shum. And one who follows Shumbha like a shadow is Nishumbha. Near it. That's the allegorical. Sages are got out of imagination. Presented all that for the masses. Tell philosophy, and that will not stick to the mind of the people. Tell them we are going to have a big celebration. I'll teach you Tattva Gyan. First 3 days, Bala. Next days, big shape. Last 3 days, Tattva Gyan. I say, why 9 days? Just tell me now. All right. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Finished. Vocabulary really too much. Now we begin the interesting story how Goddess Mahasaraswati handles Ahamata and Mamata, brings about the end of both. And many things that are implied in this, because this is the climax of spiritual movement. I meditate upon Mahasaraswati Devi, who holds in her 8 lotus hands, just simple way of saying all over. The 4 directions are there, and count also in between the 2 directions, between east and north or whatever, in between. Then it becomes all 8. And 8 is also symbol of the world process. Remember 108, 1 is evolution. 8 is Maya. Multiply any number and add them. It will be 8 and lesser, never be beyond. Play with mathematics. But if you add 1 and 8, 9, it's perfect. Multiply any number. Go on adding it, it will be always 9. Try to outwit mathematics and will not succeed. So that 8, implying the whole world of Maya, is enfolded by the Devi. There isn't a place, there isn't a corner, there isn't a particle that's not sustained by Devi's presence. And these are the special objects held in her hands. Bell, ringing the bell, that's awakening. It rang bell in my mind. The rang term is trident, remover of triad. I'm not explaining too much because I have given that before. Plow, just like you do farming, you plow, and then seeds are sown. The seeds become much more vital, vibrant. In the same way, a spiritual project is a kind of a farming project. That's why Balarama always held a plow on his shoulders. That's the meaning of it. You create grooves in your subconscious, unconscious, and place and sow seeds of spiritual insight. Kanch is awakening. Mace, Gada Parinyaya. When any good idea enters your heart, it slips away very fast. But Saraswati Devi gives you an inspiration to repeat that good sentiment again and again. You repeat the same understanding again and again until it is firmly rooted. And even in challenging situation, you don't shake. That means now you don't need Gada. So, until then, hammering down. But even when you think that you are very secure, Gada is needed day by day. Practice of Swadhyaya is Gada. Go on hammering. Discuss. Discuss relates to vibrant self-effort. Self-effort blending with grace does amazing things. Bow relates to purity of chitta. Your whole unconscious set is a bow. Out of it, arrows of thoughts, sankalpas arise. And through the soul uses this equipment for its progress, for its evolution. What type of chitta you have, what type of thought process you are supporting. An ultimate goal is liberation. When chitta is absolutely purified, then the arrow that goes from that chitta is Brahmakara vritti. So I'm not going to that level. And that arrow cuts down. But here in with Mahasaraswati, Shumbha and Nishumbha are the target, which same as ignorance, who is effulgent, like the moon shining at the fringe of a cloud. Cloud here relates to Shubha Vasanas. If sometimes in a full moon night, you see a picturesque setting of the moon, cloud becomes so beautiful, look up to it. But behind the cloud is hiding the moon. But she couldn't hide too much. The fringe of the cloud shines. So you know who is there behind. Similarly, as you spiritually bring about Shubha Vasana, purified feeling, the joy you begin to experience is coming from the divine source, the mother, the Atma, the self, the mother, the Mata. So you know who is hiding behind your bhavana movement. Therefore your bhavana, your feeling becomes much more fascinating. You begin to soar. Otherwise your bhavana goes into another way. Creates love for objects of the world. Then in that love you dive without being aware whether you know how to handle the swimming process. You fall, not soar. You go into entanglement. Here you soar. That's the Ghananta Vilasant. Cloud that creating a special shine at its fringes. Who is the substratum of the three worlds, who arose out of the body of Gauri. Gauri here is Prakriti Devi, Shiva Shakti. As I have explained, they are 50%, which means same Brahman seen as father, same Brahman seen as mother. The mother aspect is given a little more speciality. Father must turn into mother in order to have all the strength. Shakti. Bhagavan uses his Shakti, and that Shakti becomes the mother aspect, vibrant aspect of God. The source of all Shakti is Prakriti. But in different stages of your spiritual movement, that source creates a specialized function of Shakti. That is to say, at navel center, you develop Kriya Shakti, that awakens, that removes impurities. At a heart center, she creates Bhavana Shakti. And Agnya Chakra state, she creates Jnana Shakti. Those Shaktis are described as the Devis, Durga Devi, Lakshmi Devi, Saraswati. Saraswati is very elegant terminology. Of course, all Devis have elegant terminology, but Saraswati means your life is joyous when it is Saras. I'm not referring to eating rasam. I'm joking. Rasam. If you live, whatever you do, your struggle, your pain, your challenges, if you develop an internal sense of closeness to God and love of God and faith in God, then you don't pass your days in absolute agony and despair, but pass your days saras, waiting, watching, what's going to happen now. Cloud has come, but it's going to pass. You are sure of that. So, same trouble. You are not facing it with a complete, in a process that is extremely negative. We are facing it with ras, a kind of ras there that also enables you to develop inspiration, what to do during that challenging situation. So while positive in you is encouraged by Saraswati, the negative is discouraged by Saraswati. And you have this storyline. Kumbhakarna does all that tapas. But at the time when Brahma comes, Saraswati Devi operates on his tongue. Kumbhakarna, all the time when he was meditating, he went on saying, when Brahma will come, I will say, oh Brahma, give me Indrasana, the seat of Indra. But when Brahma came, oh Brahma, give me Nindrasana, the seat of sleep. Saraswati made a little change. The moral is, if you go into a negative direction, what you are expecting to be good, see that You are move away from what you dreamt of attaining. You move contrary to that. Rajas, tamas, they distort your aspiration. Soul's aspiration, real aspiration is liberation. But rajas and tamas distort that soul's movement. In other words, soul begins to sink in mala, vikshepa, and so forth. Out of Prakriti, in storyline, there emerged two figures, Mahasaraswati and Mahakali. First there was only Prakriti, Parvati. And out of Parvati emerged Saraswati. And then when that happened, Parvati turned into Mahakali, described as death for Kala itself, death for time. So this Kali, that also is a profound implication behind that name. Now let me go into the storyline. Sage Medha is telling the story, and Suratha, Jiva, accompanied by his ability to practice samadhi, Jiva that is involved in practicing yoga, that Jiva begins to listen to this profound story. In ancient time, Rishi says, stories are always in the past, something happened. There arose two great demons. They are twins, Shumbha and Nishubha, who snatched Svarga from the control of Indra and became the ruler of the three worlds. And all the roles of gods are behind everything that happens. The sun shines, behind that sun god. Moon sheds nectar, behind it the moon god. The all universal source energies are sourced by God. But Shumbha and Nishubha contaminated all these energies because they removed the gods from their offices and took their garbs and sat behind in those offices. Go into the office of Sun God, looks like Sun God, he's not. What it means, the same sources that give you nourishment for spiritual enlightenment, now they are not giving you that nourishment. Coming to very crude level, the same air that should give you oxygen, etc., can give you viruses and allergies. Then you must know Shumbha and Nishubha is behind that. And the real gods who were thrown away in describing the stories, the literary beauty and also subtle insight. These words are used. They were apamanit, insulted. When you speak a language that's completely speaking in a very ordinary way, absolutely ungrammatical, then we say you are insulting the language. Whereas You're speaking, words coming out of you are hurting others. Instead of helping them, you are insulting your tongue. You are insulting your intellect. You are insulting your common sense. So that type of insult, apamanit, rajya rust, were thrown away from their powerful status. Whatever power they had, they were the ruler. They lost it. Parajit, they became defeated by the negative forces. Adhikarhin, they lost the ability to perform their functions. That's what the predicament of lower self dominating the higher self. Gods then remembered that they had received the boon from the goddess, that if they were to invoke her, goddess will come to help them. That also has a subtle meanings. If you have gone through 2 stages, removing mala and vikshepa, the goddess within you is waiting to give you further help. All that you have to do, you deserve it. Prepare yourself. Gods, according in the storyline, went to the Himalayas and they began to offer prayers to the Devi. And this is a very profound prayer, and it's a powerful prayer that Hindu culture has presented. Namo Devyai Mahadevyai Shivayai Satatam Namah Namah Prakrityai Bhadrayai Niyatah Pranatasmatam. That adorations to Devi, adorations to Supreme Devi known as Shiva, Devi who is known as Prakriti, Bhadra. Bhadra means one who leads the soul to that which is auspicious. We all offer adorations to that Devi. I will be reciting some of the important ones. All are important, but just I will give you some select one. Ya Devi Sarvbhuteshu Vishnu Mayeti Shabjita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. The adorations to the Devi who is known as Vishnu Maya. Everywhere you turn your gaze, you are looking at Vishnu Maya. Maya is behind all. Let me give you some little detail about the Ya Devi Sarvbhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Sanstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Adorations to the Devi who abides as intellect in all jivas, all creatures, human beings and all. Sarvabhuteshu. To that Devi we offer adorations. And that offering of adorations is done 3 times. Adorations, adorations, adorations to that Devi. Ya Devi Sarvbhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Sanstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. This 2-line verse is interpreted in Devi Puran as 3 verses. And that's the way it is counted. What the meaning behind it? Meaning is every item that is mentioned in every verse it has three aspects. Buddhi operating in your Vijnanamaya stage, that is directing your mind and its movements. Buddhi that is operating behind your sentiments. Buddhi that is operating in your practical day-to-day life. Three stages. And all this have emanated from the Goddess. And Goddess reaches out in all the three planes. And therefore you are adoring the Goddess. When you have lost your key in your car and you adore the Goddess and find the key. You are adoring the Goddess. You lost your good feeling in your heart and you adore the Goddess. You lost good ideas, you adore the Goddess. So Goddess is not just confined to just giving you ideas, but every practical detail will give you a broader understanding of your relation with the divine. Ya Devi Sarvbhuteshu Nidra Rupena Sanstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. That Devi who abides in everyone in the form of sleep. Sleep for the body, which is good, energizing. But sleep in your sentiments. You would have expressed good sentiment, but opportunity has passed. And now you say, oh, I should have done it. Why if your sentiments were sleepy? Likewise, sleep in your mind. Your mind is not active, as if it has gone to sleep. So, subtle meaning behind all those words are there. Therefore, three times, three aspects. Ya Devi Sarvbhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Shakti operating in your action, practical world, Kriya Shakti. Shakti operating at your heart, Ichha Shakti. Shakti operating in your intellect level, Jnana Shakti. Saraswati is all the three stages, adorations. Just like if you want to become the devotee of God, then you must see God, His glory in all His illuminations. You see the sun shining in a drop, Suryaya Namah. You see the sun creating a rainbow, Suryaya Namah. You see the leaves simmering, Suryaya Namah. Similarly, put your mind to another angle, Shri Ramaya Namah. Whoever is your deity, all is the divine. Siya Ram Mai Sab Jag Jani. That type of sensitivity has to develop. But it doesn't develop in one movement. It is a matter of growing. And the more you grow, more fascinating the experience. Therefore, the whole process becomes profoundly, mysteriously joyous. Mysteriously because it doesn't show up. Because each stage presents a challenge. When you look at the challenge, it seems terrible. But when you emerge out of the challenge, what a wonderful thing. Ya Devi Sarvbhuteshu Kshudha Rupena Sanstita That Devi is hunger, physical hunger, hunger in feeling level, hunger in your understanding level, all types of hunger. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu trishna rupena sanstita. Krishna is craving, keen desire. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu kshanti rupena sanstita. Kshanti is forgiving, act of forgiveness. You can do that in the matters of money matters. You can do that in the matters of feeling. You can do that in the matters of understanding. Kshama is not listed, has many aspects. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu lajja rupena sanstita. When you practice modesty, a kind of subtle humility, it can express in your body, it can express in your feeling, can express in your understanding. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu shanti rupena sanstita. The sense of being peaceful can express in your body, in your feeling, in your understanding. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu shraddha rupena sanstita. Faith, same way, three aspected. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu kanti rupena sanstita. Good looks, everybody wants good looks. But good looks has three levels. Physically looking good. Bhavana aspect, your feeling looking good. And understanding. And understanding outshines all. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu Lakshmi rupena sanstita. Again, physical Lakshmi, lot of green papers and dollars. Bhavana Lakshmi. So, lot of opportunity the world provides for your heart to feel gracious, joyous, loving, opens the door to immense joy. And that becomes the basis for all Daivi Sampat, all virtuous qualities. And then the highest Lakshmi, that's the wealth of enlightenment. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu vritti rupena sanstita. Vritti, your thought disposition, again is in three levels. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu smriti rupena sanstita. Your memory also operates in three stages. Daya rupena sanstita. Your act of compassion, kindness, has also three levels. Everything has three levels because you are a blend of three lokas. Physical, subtle, relating to your sentiments and feelings, and subtlest, relating to your understanding. The Vedic terms are bhur, bhuva, swa. These are the three lokas. People hearing these lokas, their mind turns to big universe. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu tushti rupena sanstita. Tushti, satisfaction. The satisfaction can be very ordinary, practical satisfaction. Your satisfaction can be in your feeling level. Your satisfaction out of your enlightenment, understanding. Ya Devi sarvbhuteshu bhranti rupena sanstita. Negative things that happen, they are also act of energy. Same energy that is divine becomes short-circuited. But no matter how short-circuited, you understand it's the same source. So delusion occurs in three levels. in practical reality, in your sentimental world, in the world of your understanding. In a storyline, when these gods were offering these prayers, Parvati Devi suddenly appeared, descending from the heights of the mountains, going towards the Ganges for having a Ganges bath. But as she was descending and they saw the gods offering prayers, she turned to them and asked, "O gods, whom are you adoring?" And even before the gods could say anything, out of the body of Parvati there emerged Saraswati Devi, known as Kaushiki Devi. And she said, "These gods are offering prayers to me. They have been insulted and harassed by Shumbha and Nishumbha." They try to understand now the meaning behind it. Kaushiki term comes from the word kosha. I'm not speaking in kosha, that type of language. The Sanskrit kosha. It's also an allegorical term, just like a sword is kept in a sheath. An old-time fashionable warriors have many sheaths. And then they have the real sword. After remove one sheath, next sheath, now the real sword comes. Your whole personality is similar. There are 5 sheaths. And if you remove those sheaths, then you find the real I am. Put it a little more allegorical. When you remove those sheaths, you find that subtle knife, subtle sword that cuts illusion, that jnana that removes ignorance. But you have to shed those 5 sheaths. And that's a work of Vairagya and Viveka, led by your vichar. Who am I? And then we begin to understand the physical body. When you go to sleep, you are neither with your physical body, nor with your sentiments, nor with your intellectual activity. All move away. Physical body moves away, subtle body moves away, causal body moves not completely, because sleep is not the absolute stage, but at least gives you an illustration that all this moves away, but you are not in any way harmed. So therefore you are not really the body, not the mind, nor the intellect. You are always beyond all this. Then who are you? You are Satchidananda, you are Brahman, you are Atma. But in order to attain that, Saraswati Devi will help you how to deal with your ahamata and mamata. So that's how now Kaushiki Devi emerged. And with that Kaushiki Devi, who is Jnana, absolute, Vivek Buddhi, and Kali is Vairagya movement. Kali is bringing about the understanding nothing exists. Both are interdependent, Kaushiki and Kali. So in storyline, both, when the project of destruction starts, both begin to help each other. Sometimes Saraswati destroys directly, sometimes Kali destroys. But Kali and Saraswati are as together as Vivek and Vairagya are together. With this I am concluding for today. श्री गुरुवे नमः। मैं सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। ओम दुम दुर्गायै नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय। अर्चना ऑफ द देवी। ओम सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम महाभद्रायै नमः। महामायायै नमः। वरप्रदायै नमः। श्रीप्रदायै नमः। पद्मनिलयायै नमः। पद्माक्ष्यै नमः। पद्मवक्त्रकायै नमः। शिवानुजायै नमः। पुस्तकभृते नमः। ज्ञानमुद्रायै नमः। रमायै नमः। परायै नमः। कामरूपायै नमः। महाविद्यायै नमः। महापातकनाशिन्यै नमः। महाश्रयायै नमः। मालिन्यै नमः। महाभोगायै नमः। महोत्साहायै नमः। दिव्यांगायै नमः। सुरवंदितायै नमः। महाकाल्यै नमः। महापाशायै नमः। महाकारायै नमः। महांकुशायै नमः। भीतायै विमलायै नमः। विश्वायै नमः। सवित्रे नमः। सुरसायै नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। एंड आरती देवी। ओम जय जय आरती विघ्न विनायक। विघ्न विनायक श्री गणेशा। जय जय आरती सुब्रह्मण्य। सुब्रह्मण्य कार्तिकेय। जय जय आरती वेणुगोपाला। वेणुगोपाला वेणुलोला। पाप विदूरा नवनीत चोरा। जय जय आरती वेंकटरमण। वेंकटरमण संकटहरण। सीताराम राधे श्यामा। जय जय आरती गौरी मनोहर। गौरी मनोहर भवानी शंकर। सांब सदा शिव उमा महेश्वर। जय जय आरती राजराजेश्वरी। राजराजेश्वरी त्रिपुर सुंदरी। महाकाली महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाशक्ति। जय जय आरती आंजनेय। आंजनेय हनुमंता। जय जय आरती दत्तात्रेय। दत्तात्रेय त्रिमूर्ति अवतार। जय जय आरती शनैश्वराय। शनैश्वराय भास्कराय। जय जय आरती सद्गुरुनाथ। सद्गुरुनाथ शिवानंद। जय जय आरती वेणुगोपाला। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। ओम ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। मैं सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम दुम दुर्गायै नमः। ओम शांति शांति।